What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA Impact Wrestling review. A lot of big things kicking off the show as Kurt Angle came out saying that all the titles are going to be on the line tonight, and he told who was going to be at every match. The Wolves going against Bram and Magnus for the titles, the tag titles, Sonata versus Austin Aries for the X Division title, Fatal 4-Way Knockouts title, Brittany, Gail Kim, Angelina Love, and Madison Rayne. And a 20-man battle royal that was going to happen tonight. But the person Kurt Angle wanted to talk to was Willow, because he hadn't got a chance to talk to Willow. And he talked to Willow in the ring, and he knows he's been doing this thing. Because, and by the way, whoever wins that battle royal gets to face the champion next week in New York. But he talked about Willow and what he was. And pretty much, we know you're Jeff Hardy's darker side. And you turned to this after you were disrespected around here, and from Dixie. But Dixie's not here anymore. MVP's not running things anymore. Jeff Hardy, he said Kurt Angle is here, and he won it. And he knows the most dangerous man in the wrestling business, the most competitive, is Jeff Hardy. And he never really wanted. And he said Willow doesn't have to leave forever, just one night. But he wanted Jeff Hardy to be in the battle royale tonight. Because everybody pretty much chanted Willow at first, but then they all chanted Hardy, and wanted him back. So pretty much Kurt took shook Willow's hand, see if he would take the offer, and we'll find out later tonight if Jeff Hardy would be back. And then pretty much kicking off with the tag team match, the Wolves going against Bram and Magnus, which is a pretty good tag team match in the beginning of the show. Really good. Really good match. Pretty much the Wolves winning, beating Magnus and Bram. Magnus and Bram pretty much beat him up after that. So it was a pretty good match. Austin Aries also was in the back talking about. He said he doesn't need to be in the battle royale because he's going for option C, is getting that X Division title. And so he says Sonata's a good champion, but he's not a great one. Bobby Roode was pretty much talking about he wanted MVP, and he pretty much came out calling out MVP, and he's on his way back to way back up to becoming the TNA World Champion, but he wanted MVP, not Kenny King. And pretty much you got away on a doctor's note, but if you don't come out in the count of 5, he was going to come out after them. And pretty much MVP came out in a wheelchair, saying, I was this close to coming back, but since you assaulted me, you don't know how long he'll be out. Actually didn't get back in the ring. He said he couldn't even get an MRI on it. But pretty much Bobby Roode tried to go up. Bobby Roode pretty much tried to go up and attack MVP, but Kenny King tried to come for the save, but he got knocked down, and then he took MVP and rolled him down the ring. Rolled him down the ramp to the ring and pretty much lifted him out the chair. Kenny King came back with a steel chair, then him in the back. And Eric Young tried to come and get MVP, but Kenny King made the save there. Eric Young was able to take out Kenny King, but pretty much Bobby Lashley came and hit the spear on Eric Young, and pretty much MVP and them stood tall then. So, I don't know how long MVP is going to be out on his injury, but we'll see. Willow was in the back thinking, I guess, what he was going to do tonight. So now going against Austin Aries for the X Division title. Pretty much a very great match, which was crazy. I don't think he was going to win, but pretty much because James Storm's in the back earlier telling Sonata, if you lose the title, you're pretty much, bring shame to the culture and a great mood and told him that to choke. But it pretty much became Sonata and Aries. Aries pretty much picked up the win. He hit the brain, busted in a 450 splash, which I said that was probably one of the best matches of the night. Austin Aries now becoming a 5-time X Division champion, and most likely will cash it in for the title. Bully Ray was out there talking about pretty much said Bam. He took a quote from Bam Bam Bigelow, talking about who's your really good friends in wrestling and stuff. As he called out Rhino and them, and he said everybody chant, you sold out the Rhino. Bully Ray said, why'd you do it? And he says, you shut the hell up and let me answer the questions. And he got tired of Bully Ray, especially with the Hall of Fame thing. So he's a con artist that you con Dixie Carter and stuff. And Devon's not even here right now. And pretty much he swindled people. He's pretty much swindled people like Carter and Paul Heyman. And pretty much Bully Ray said, it's not my fault you got fired from both TNA and the WWE. And pretty much said, right, you were still Rhino, so you were still in the spotlight. And he said with Gorm right now, and EC3 pretty much talked about him saying, Rhino just needs the money. I'm paying him because he comes from Detroit. And you gotta admit, Detroit looking nowadays at how broke they are. I guess you need the money for anything, I guess, to even come back into wrestling. Since he has to feed his family, pretty much says he keeps paying Rhino to take him out. And pretty much Rhino gored Bully Ray and everybody, him, EC3, Rockstar Spud kept beating him up until Tommy Dreamer came out with a kendo stick and everybody just pretty much went to chanting ECW again. So we'll see how that goes. You gotta make some Detroit. He does need the money. Gail Kim versus Madison Rain versus Angelina versus Brittany for the Knockouts title. Pretty much came into Gail Kim retaining her title and eat defeat on Angelina Love. It was an alright match. It wasn't much, but Gail Kim pretty much retained, even though she won the title last week anyway. Austin Aries in the back, pretty much talking about he's kind of promo pretty much now. Yes, he's going to cash in. We don't know when he's going to cash in, but Destination X is right around the corner, and he is the champion again, so that means Option C is back, and he can cash in that title to become the World Heavyweight Champion again. 20-man Battle Royale. Everybody came out. Jeff Hardy returned. So just financial, Jeff came out then. Everybody was pretty much brawling. It was a lot of quick elimination, so match wasn't that long. Everybody was eliminated quickly. I did find it funny how once Magnus got eliminated, and Sonata was eliminated, he pretty much chopped Magnus and bowed down to him then, which was kind of funny. And pretty much the match pretty much went on, kind of getting to the final four with Jeff Hardy, Eric Young, Kenny King, and Bobby Roode. It pretty much ended with the final two then, Jeff Hardy and Eric Young. Jeff Hardy eliminated Eric Young, and he said Jeff Hardy was back and he was going to become the next World Heavyweight Champion. Bobby Lashley came out and had a stare down with him. So we'll see what happens next week when they go to New York to face for the title. It's good to see Jeff Hardy back in that Willow. Sure, it's a little still kind of weird seeing Jeff Hardy with dreads, but we don't know how long Jeff Hardy will be around until they bring Willow back. But right now, Jeff Hardy is here, and Jeff Hardy is going to be fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship next week. Pretty much a good episode of TNA, Battle Royale, new X Division champion. So we'll see what happens next week on here. So I'm out here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.